Hi, everyone. Welcome again to Ivy English. I'm Bruce.
I'm Angela.
And I'm Wesley.
Today is almost the last day of the year. It is our last lesson for this month, the three of us. And we have a short dialogue for you with a weird name, which is have ants in someone's pants.
You got ants in your pants or what?
好，我们今天这个惯用语放大镜，好，我们的标题是 Have ants in someone's pants， 它的中文标题是坐不住，好，那这个事实上它就是一个idiom， 哈，那你要怎么样去解释这个英文的 idiom 呢？其实你可以用英文去解释哈。你有一个很好的字，你可以说所谓的 have ants in someone's pants 就是 be fidgety。or restless fidgety 就是我们中文讲的坐立难安那它的拼法是 fidgety fidgety 所以坐立难安或者是 restless 就是没有办法停下来restless 所以各位可以一起记have ants in someone's pants 是 idiom 它的意思就是 to be fidgety or restless
So basically, if you've ever sat down on the grass in a park anywhere in Taiwan, you know exactly how this works.
Okay.
Because the ants here, they're very territorial. Mm-hmm. They like to sample. Mm-hmm. They like to be like, "Ooh, what's this? Bite." And you're like, "Ow, that's me. Don't bite." And they're like, "Oh, really? Bite." So
所以这 Angela 老师显然有很多经验哈，他在台湾的这个草地上坐下来，台湾的蚂蚁呢都非常 territorial， 就是他们地域性很强，就你到我这个地方来那我就要看看你是什么东西。
I swear every square meter of Taiwan's soil has been colonized by ants of one stripe or another, and sometimes several.Oh,
really?
Species.
Okay.
And they don't want you sitting there.
Okay.
They don't.
Yeah.
Go sit on a picnic table.
好，所以我们这个今天呢是一段短短的对话那我们要介绍的是这样的一个idiom, yeah?
I just want to say, our title is Have Ants in Someone's Pants, and usually we talk about someone having ants in their pants, but you can also say there are ants in someone's pants, or you can say they've got ants in their pants. So there's 3 verbs that you can use with this idiom.
好，所以呢，这个 idiom 它有这个你可以用 got 某人 got ants she's got ants in her pants because she's going to a party tonight 等等的那你也可以说这个 have pants in someone's pants.
What? Have pants in someone's pants?
Have ants in someone's pants. 好，这个很容易是搞混了要小心一点好，那或者像我们这里这个你用 there are have 都可以那我们这个 pants 这个字其实也蛮好玩的它跟 pants 有关有几个一点蛮有趣的例如说呢这个有一个片语我蛮喜欢的beat the pants off someone 就是把这个有一个比较粗的说法叫屌打谁这个就是to prove that you are vastly superior to someone else beat the pants off someone.
I beat the pants off of him.
对我把他打惨了他被我这个他惨败那除了 beat 之外呢这个 pants off 很好玩的显然英文对于这个 pants off 有很多的想象所以你也可以说scare the pants off someone 就把某人吓得裤子都掉了那或者是 bore the pants off someone
Yes
或者把某人怎么样让他无聊到那个裤子都掉了
Yeah, I hear that one a lot.
It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, really?
Why would your pants drop if you were bored?
I don't know 但是很常用到所以例如你可以说 Well, I hate horror movies They bore the pants off me 大家吓得要死可是我觉得好无聊
That person is lying.
I know. Yeah, 所以这个 pants 这个蛮好玩的那另外呢有一个比较少听到但是其实也蛮有趣的这个最早是这个飞行员导航系统不够的时候呢他可能飞飞机的时候他就怎么样他就 fly by the seat of your pants.
Oh yeah, it means that you're flying by your feelings alone.
Yeah, 你就凭感觉所以 by instinct 而不是靠 logic 或者是靠 knowledge 所以你就飞一飞看起来看我要往右边飞一飞就左边飞一飞 Yeah.
All of these idioms get far more interesting if you consider that British English and American English have different definitions of pants.
Oh, okay.
American English, pants are trousers, jeans, anything with 2 legs that you put your 2 legs into.
Yeah.
In Britain, pants are underwear.
Yeah.
And so we still say panties.
We say panties, but honestly, any American idiom that uses pants, the British are like, because to them it's underwear. It's just doubly funny if you've got ants in your underwear, not just your trousers.
Yeah.
Or you scared your underwear off.
Yeah. 好，所以这 Angel 老师刚刚提到也很有趣的，就是这个美式英文是用 pants， 就是我们讲的这个长裤，就两条裤管的这种裤子，但是pants 这个字在英式英文里面呢，指的是内裤，是 underwear。所以呢，如果一个英国人听到说这个什么beat the pants off， 或者说 by the seat of your pants， 他们会觉得那个不更好玩，因为感觉起来就是在 underwear 那种感觉哈。所以呢，这个东西这个美式英文不同的差别，英式英文不同的差别。那有的时候像我们刚刚讲的 idioms， 有时候也会用 trousers。不过比较这个通常像这个 beat the pants off 大概就是这样讲。那还有呢，这个有偶尔会看到就是 to catch somebody with their pants down 好，这个呢很那个影像非常的生动就是他的裤子脱到一半被你抓到了那通常呢我们可以说就是这个catch somebody in an unprepared state 他没有准备被你看到，那就被你看到了。但事实上这个常常用来指我们讲的捉奸在床那例如说his wife came home to find him in bed with the neighbor 这个时候就怎么样 oops 他就怎么样 he was caught with his pants down
quite literally.
Yeah, quite literally 所以这个是另外一个这个跟 pants 有关的一个idiom。还有一个idiom我觉得也蛮好玩的a kick in the pants.
Well, that just means a kick in the butt.Yeah. And you're trying to avoid saying butt or ass or any of those words.
Yeah, 好，那意思就是怎么样？就是something that prompts or forces fresh effort. Fresh effort 就是你可能不想做，你觉得算了懒了。这时候呢，某人给你 a kick in the pants， 你就突然好吧，然后你好像重新有了那个力气要去做这件事情了。Yeah.
Okay, our have ants in someone's pants dialogue is between Mrs. Tun and Helen. I assume Helen is Mrs. Tun's daughter.
Hold still. I can't. I'm so excited. Don't act like you have ants in your pants. Her flight will be here soon enough. Oh my goodness, that's her. Do you see her? How can you tell? That girl is too far away. But she's smiling at us. Helen, I think you're right. That is your cousin.
Okay, let's go back. Hold still. This is to be quiet. Don't have ants in your pants. You're fidgety. And usually adults don't like to have children around them who can't...
stand still.
Oh, that's perfect. Stand still. 坐好.
What are all the ways that people say hold still? There's hold still, there's stand still, there's be still.Relax. Oh, relax. But there's a lot of ways to be like...
Still.
Be still.
Yeah. 其实 still 的它在这里的意思就是 not moving 所以像刚刚 Angela 讲那个 stand still 这很常见，就是站在那里不要动例如你可以说 Well, we stood still. Well, actually, we stood very still and watched as the bear...came closer 所以呢熊往我们这边走过来我们就站在那边不敢动we stood still 或者 we stood very still 那英文也可以说 keep still
Oh, keep still, yeah.
Well, keep still while I adjust your tie 我在帮你调你的领带，你不要动keep still 那刚刚我们也谈到你也可以说 sit still sit still 就是你给我好好坐着所以 sit still 你给我好好坐着 it'll just take a minute 很快就做完了，所以 still 在这里就表示这个 not move 的意思。
Right.
Usually use hold still when you're going to do something to a person and you don't want them to move suddenly. Like, hold still, I'm going to pin your shirt. You don't usually say it when a child is jumping around. But, I mean, you could.
Yeah. 所以中文我们这个 hold still 在这里我们把它翻成不要动不要动就别动，不要一直在那边动那 hold 这个地方它的意思也很特别 ，hold 在这里不是握的意思，不是抓的意思，它是 to remain in the same place or position 所以 hold still 这个 hold 这个常常这样用，例如我们刚刚讲 please hold still for a moment， 或者是这个 hold 其实它是不及物动词，所以你可以说 the anchor held 就是这个锚这个船的锚 held 它有这个有定住，没有跑掉那还有这个 held 有的时候呢，这军队打仗的时候，你这个坚守阵地，没有被人家 没有撤退，没有后退，你也可以叫 held。好 ，the line of soldiers held under constant attack 啊，对方一直攻击，但是呢，我们守住了阵线啊，这个 held。那 hold 后面除了 still 之外，也常常加 hold steady，right？ hold steady 就是
hold her steady。
Yeah， 或者例如说my weight has held steady for several months now。啊，所以我的体重呢已经维持了几个月都没有变了，所以 hold 也有这些用法。
Also, when you're driving a car, you can be like, hey, hold the wheel steady, hold it steady. Stop wiggling all over the road.
你的方向盘抓稳哈，不要这个 wiggle 就是在转的这个扭来扭去的哈，你不要在扭来扭去，方向盘抓稳啊，所以 hold 有这些用法。
And then Helen goes, I can't. I'm so excited. She's a kid.
Yeah, 所以 I can't hold still 啊，我现在好兴奋哦啊，显然这个他很喜欢的人要来了 ，Yeah.
Okay, Mrs. Sun, don't act like you have ants in your pants. That's where we get our title from. Don't act like. It seems if other people are looking at you, they might think there's something wrong with you. And an adult, especially a parent, sometimes it's embarrassing if your child is hopping around, jumping around, and flailing their arms and whatnot. It's embarrassing to the parent. So this is when the parent tries to restore order. Hold still, keep still. Don't look like you have ants in your pants.
Yeah, did you just use the word flail?
Flail, F-L-A-I-L, is sort of to wave your arms, almost like it looks almost like you're trying to fly.
对，所以 flail 就是那个手在空中挥舞那种感觉，好像你要想飞那种感觉哈。所以这个字大家可以学起来 ，flail 啊。
Her flight will be here soon enough. Well, as soon as we hear that, we know where these two people are. They're at an airport, and they're waiting for someone to arrive. Remember, flight is the noun of fly. F-L-Y is the verb. Here is the noun of flight. Will be here soon. Will arrive at the airport soon, or it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Then Helen goes, oh my goodness, that's her. Do you see her? And actually, this is something I've noticed about children. They see detail way more clearly than adults.
Oh.
And so they
That's because we've seen it all.
It's because we're not really looking. No, I'm serious. I feel like kids are just observing the world more closely than adults because we're like, we know what's there. We think we know what's there.
Yeah, we
and
think.
Children don't have this preconception.
Yeah. 好，所以 oh my goodness, 老天啊 that's her. Can we say it's her?
Yeah.
Well, I mean in this context.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You could.
So is there a difference?
The difference between saying it's something or that's something or this is something is just a question of distance.
Yeah.
It's something is just the general case. It's true.
Right.
It's here, she's here. It's her, that's her standing there. But when you say that's her, you're pointing to a distance. If you're saying this is her, you're pointing to her being closer or you're acknowledging that there's a relationship between it. If this is her, you're like, this person that we're seeing here, this is this person.
Yeah. 好，所以这个地方大家注意，这里你也可以说 it's her， 但是呢，它的这个根据有一点不太一样哈。这个 that's her 感觉起来比较远啊，所以远远的那是他啊 that's her。但是 it's 的话，这个是你的认知哈，把它当做一个事实哈，这个就是他啊，所以比较没有那种指远远的那种感觉。
When you'd use this is her as if you had a photograph.
Yeah.
You'd like point at the photograph. Yes, this is her.
Yeah. 那如果你说 this is her 的话，那就很近，可能就是你指着这个照片，没错，就是她，这个就是她。好，所以 that's her, it's her, this is her 都有可能啊，但是这个它传递出来的感觉不一样。That's her 最远啊，远远看到她yeah, that's her。那 it's her 就是你认知到她这个人就是指她，那就是 it's her。It's a fact 啊，那 this is her， 那距离很近，感觉你可能是这个正在看一张照片等等的啊，所以大家把这些用法弄清楚 ，Yeah.
How can you tell? Asks Mrs. Chun. How do you know it's the person we've been waiting for?
这里呢有一个很棒的字，大家要把它学好。大家都认识这个字，可是你要学怎么用，就是 tell。好 ，How can you tell？ 这个 tell 不是说的意思，这个 tell 呢， 这种用法呢，首先各位记得它it's not used in progressive tenses 啊，它不会用在这个进行式里面。那这个 tell 在这里的意思就是 to see or know with certainty， 就是你知道你确定，这叫 tell。那通常是因为有一些 signs 啊 usually because of certain signs that show this 啊，你看到一些迹象，所以你可以很确定说就是这样子啊。所以 tell 这种用法呢，例如你可以说 Well, it was easy to tell that the banknote was counterfeit.
You know, those signs that tell you something can also be called tells.
Oh,
like, he had certain tells that showed up when he was lying to us.
所以这个 tell 也可以当名词来用就是
signs of something.
Yeah, 所以这个 tell 很好玩很好用。所以像我们刚刚讲那个 tell it was easy to tell 如何那我刚刚讲很容易可以看出来那个钞票是假的counterfeit 就是假的。Yeah.
You could tell when he was lying to us because he had a tell. He would always pull on his left earlobe.
所以you could tell that he was lying 他在撒谎的时候你可以看得出来，因为他会抓他的耳朵那事实上 tell 这种用法常常跟 can 跟 could 一起用所以例如说这个 I could tell 什么的有一个很好的这个 chunk I could tell by the look on his face 或者 from the look on his face that 如何就从他脸上的表情我可以看得出来I could tell by the look on his face that he was lying他脸上的表情我就看得出来他在说谎那或者是you could tell a mile off that he was lying.
Oh, yeah. You could tell a mile off. Yeah, you could see it a mile off. Yeah.
Yeah, 就是你远远的1里之外你就看得出来他在撒谎那表示怎么样
It's just so obvious.
It's so obvious. 所以这个 can tell 那还有另外一个很常见的 as far as I can tell 就是
Right.
Yeah, 我在我看来是这样 as far as I can tell she's happy 他还蛮快乐的
As far as I can tell, she is happy, but...
Yeah, 那所以 can tell 所以 you can tell a lot about the person.
Oh, yeah.
By the kind of car he drives.
Or by the shoes on their feet.
Oh, yeah. 可以看他的鞋子，看他开的车子 You can tell a lot about a person. 你可以看出来很多关于这个人某些事情那这个 tell 呢，其实还有好几个类似的说法，例如说 No one can tell 什么什么Who can tell 什么什么You can never tell 什么什么或者 You never can tell 什么什么后面都可以加同样的东西，例如你可以说 No one can tell what will happen next.
Yeah, no one knows.
Yeah, no one knows. 没有人知道接下来会怎么样，或者你也可以说 Well, who can tell what will happen next? 谁说得准呢或者 You can never tell what will happen next. 你永远不知道接下来会怎样。
You can never tell with him. You never know what this guy is going to do.
Oh, you can never tell with him.
Yeah, it means you don't know what they're going to do or you don't know what their reasons are for doing it.
这个用法倒是很好玩的你直接可以说 You can never tell with him 就是如果是他这个人你永远不知道他下一步要干嘛，你永远不知道他到底在做什么。
It's usually a complaint.
And it has a little bit of the sense of predict.
Yeah, you can never predict him.
对，这个 tell 在这里其实有点 predict 的意思。那所以 tell 这个用法呢，大家把它好好学起来所以这个地方是很简单的这个how can you tell 就是你怎么知道呢？所以你也可以说 Well, it's hard to tell something 就是
Yeah.
这个说不准的It's hard to tell if she's lying 他是不是在说谎呢？这个实在很说不准。
Some people are really good liars.
Oh yeah 所以 tell 这个用法我们今天举了好多例子，那就希望各位你要熟悉这个字用法，非常好用这种情况。 Yeah.
So Mrs. Sun asks, how can you tell? How do you know that girl is too far away? Maybe she can't see very well, has glasses or whatever, or it's very crowded and she doesn't know where to look. So she says, if that's the girl over there, way, way far away, the one at the end of the hall, if that's the one you're talking about, I can't see that clearly. How do you know that's the girl you're looking for?
因为它太远了 It's too far away 距离太远了
But Helen's logic is clear and simple. She's smiling at us. So she's already spotted us and she's smiling at us, so that must be the girl that we're waiting for.
Yeah, 但是她在 对我们笑啊。What can we say? She's smiling to us.
Yeah, so this is how I describe the to and the at situation, because you can talk to somebody or you can talk at somebody.
Right.
You can yell to somebody or you can yell at somebody. Mm-hmm. So to is a two-way street. If you are communicating with someone, if both people are involved, then it's to. If you're talking to someone, you are having a conversation with that person. If you're talking at someone, you're going blah, 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 and the person is thinking, how do I get out of here? So they're not being communicated with. So if you're yelling to someone, you're like, hey, Bruce, can you get me that thing? And Bruce will be like, yeah, sure. But if I'm yelling at Bruce, I'm probably saying mean things to him or at him.
Do you say smiling to someone?
You can smile to somebody if you're smiling to the person you love. It's like a directed action. Oh. But it's rare. We usually smile at because it's not like something you can participate in, really. So you smile at a person the same way that you yell at a person. It's a one-way directional thing. It's not a participant. It's not a two-way participant thing. Participant thing.
好，所以这个地方各位注意到这个两个差别。首先，英文比较少说 smile to someone 啊，因为通常你也可以想到 at 它是对一个点，所以它的目标非常明确。所以 smile at someone 就是对着那个人笑，把那个人当作很精确的目标对他笑。如果 to 的话，只是往那个方向笑，那有点怪怪的啊。所以这个 smile to us 比较少见 ，smile at us 比较常见。那另外一个呢，这个 Angel 老师提出来这个，我觉得很有趣，大家也可以去想哈，就是这个 to 比较是双向的 communication 啊，就有 two people are involved， 所以你 talk to someone 的话，那就怎么样？你会讲一些，对方会讲一些啊，这双向的。但是如果 talk at 的话呢，就是单向的，就是你对着他训话啊，他好像没有办法 participate， 他没有办法回话。
Since we're talking about the word to, I want to talk about how do you remember which to spell, because my students have this problem a lot. If there's too much going on, there's going to be too many O's in your to. But if you're just going to somewhere, then that to has got the normal amount of O's.
Oh.
Well, what about TWO?
That's just the number, and you got to remember. But how do you remember the difference between too many and just going to a place?
Okay.
There's too many O's in too many.
Yeah, 好，所以这个有的尤其初学者很容易搞不清楚啊，这个 TOO 跟 TO 这两个字的差别，因为他们念声音都完全一样啊。那这个 Angel 老师呢，他的教法是这样子，就是因为 to 通常是 TOO 通常表示太多或太少，它多了一个 O 出来哦，那就比较多了。那如果没有多的话，那就是简单的 TO。Okay,
well, we finished with Mrs. Tun. Helen, I think you're right. I think you're right. At this point, she's probably, oh, yeah, it certainly looks like your cousin. And that's when she says, that is your cousin. So you did recognize her. You could tell who she was.
And that's an intonation thing, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is your cousin. That is your cousin. Mm-hmm. That is your cousin. That is your cousin. 4 different meanings.
对，这4个意思都不一样哈。那如果说 that is your cousin， 就是特别强调那个。
Not the other one.
不是其他人，就是那一个，他是你的 cousin。那 that is your cousin， 就是我本来刚刚有点怀疑是不是，现在确定是了。哦、that is your cousin， 所以重点在那个 is 上面。好 ，that is your cousin。
It's not my cousin, it's not his cousin.
哎，就不是别人的 cousin， 是你的 cousin 哈，所以他做了什么东西跟你有关，跟我无关哈。那如果你把 cousin 放了重音的话，就强调 that is your cousin 啊，他不是你的其他的人，他是你的 cousin。
Not your schoolmate, not your neighbor.Not your
friend,
not your mother.
Yeah, 不是任何的就要跟其他做区别。这时候就会讲你的 cousin 不是其他的这个 brother 什么的啊。所以 intonation 非常重要，在这么简单一个句子里面，你4个字都可以放重音，可是意思都不一样。
Well, we hope you don't have ants in your pants until we join you again next month, next year. So relax, we'll be back on